gonna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low. Now, if you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.
Good morning, guys. It's grocery haul day. I'm so excited. It's just a top-up shop though today. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get myself organized and set up. The kids go back to school tomorrow. It's the weekend, but we have been away for a few days to visit Johnny where he's working at the moment. So we've just come back and I'm very late to the starting today because I just slept in and I did all that. I don't need a huge amount for this grocery shop because it's just a top-up shop based off the back end of that massive gigantic grocery haul that I did, which is linked below as always, or is in the grocery haul and meal planning playlist. Have a look. But when I get back, so I'll show you guys what I get, but also when I get back I need to go through all my areas and just have a look and see what I've got left from that shop, and there is quite a lot left. I will show you bits and pieces, and then I need to, I'm hitting that 4-week mark again, so I could probably stretch it out, honestly, another 2 weeks maybe, but I don't want to do that and leave myself with like hardly anything left in the house. I want to continually have a good stockpile behind me in case we need to for whatever reason, like some sort of emergency, work, whether it's a work thing or a COVID thing or whatever, you know. I just like to have that as a basis. So I am planning my next shop, and I am definitely going to Costco. If you haven't seen it, I did a Costco shop with me. Have a look at that video. It's also on the grocery haul and meal planning playlist. Actually, I do have a Costco playlist, so definitely have a look at that. I'm slowly starting to put my previous Costco videos on there from years back too, so I have to go through and just see what's missing and put it on, but have a look at that. So this big shop, which will be for another 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, I will be going to Costco for sure, because there was just so many things that were at a good deal for me. I just want some different things. I want bulk buying, all of that, you know. So I'll be doing that, plus I'll also just do some fillers at Coles, Woolworths and Aldi, possibly NQR too, depending on what I sort of need. But I doubt I'll go to NQR because it's generally there I go for snack stuff, and I won't need to because I'll be covered with stuff. Plus I've still got stuff in the house too, so it's all about just me trying to have this working stockpile behind me that I can pull from but replace in, but just always have a certain amount of stuff there to help us and save us in times of need, which has happened many times for various reasons. So I like to keep that, and I think that's just very smart, obviously. So right now I'm heading off to, I think I'm just going to go to Woolworths because it's my bread that I actually really need, and I think only Woolworths sell. I'm pretty sure Coles here at least don't sell it. So I'm gonna go to Woolworths and get stuff there, and then I'll come home and show you what I got, and then we'll go through and I'll show you guys what I've got left from that massive shop, because I know a lot of you are very interested in that. I do still have meats and stuff left because we did go away for a few days too. That's kind of cut into it, as like we didn't need to use stuff, you know, and all of that. So I'm pretty good, you know, but like I said, I just want to keep on top of things, so I'll definitely show you. Alright, I've made a quick detour into Kmart for a few things. I'm going to get a set of these. They're $15, and it's just the tea, coffee and sugar, just because they're smaller and they seal better than the ones I've got. And these are going on that shelf that I bought on last Kmart haul that you saw. So I'll show you that again at home if you haven't seen it, but it's amazing, and we're going to get a second one of those today too, if I can find it. It looks like it's the white with the wood and stuff, so it's all gonna match. Well, maybe I need a fruit bowl. I've been thinking about that, but I looked online and it said that they did have them. I've just got to find them, because the one I got was randomly just one. Oh, there they are. Okay, found it. This is it here. It's so good. It says $12. I'm pretty sure it was only $9 though. Oh, doesn't matter. I'll still buy it because it was totally worth it. I just want a second one. They do have this black one too, which would be good maybe in the pantry like that. I love these that you can hook them on the shelf. I've got them in the fridge as well, like plastic ones that I bought ages ago, like little drawers, and they've been super. But I don't think I need that in the pantry. Although, do I? It would help with the storage, that's for sure. How cute are these? The smaller, oh, that one's a bit broken, is it? Oh no, it's just open. It's got a little sippy thing on it, but they've got strawberries on this one, and then they've got a boys one here, like a sporty version here, but they're so good. $8. They feel like stainless steel, so they'd be great. Plus they've got these, which again, same sort of thing. This is probably a bit bigger, I would say. Looks like it, 400ml, and that one's $3.80, so just slightly, but these are so nice. Look at that. They're great in the car, these types of things, especially. You'd have to make sure this actually fits in your cup holder though for the kids. $8. I've come in for storage tubs to put into my spare room wardrobe to hold all the excess food stuff that I've got, because I don't have the drawers and stuff I used to use because I use them for my clothes now. So I just seen this one. This one's the biggest one I've ever seen in here, $20, but it's 120 litre storage. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to use. Otherwise this is the kind of the normal size, but that's $15. I think I may as well just go 2 of these big ones and see how I go. I also got these knives just to replace the steak knives that I've got out of my Kmart, what is it called, like knife block, because they're so old. They're like 10 years old or something, and they get water in them and leak and it stinks and it's horrible. These look like they're a bit more sealed, so I'm just gonna replace these with those and put them in the same knife block. And I got Joseph another recharge cord for our phones, because they keep, well, not all the time, but after a few months they stop working, because obviously they're not the Apple ones. But they're fairly cheap. They have gone up. It's like, well, I think I paid $12 for this one for 2 meters. What is it, $59.67 is what I spent on my top-up shop. It was just extra fresh fruit and veggies, milk, bread, that type of thing. I did make note of those chicken schnitzels because I know at Costco I could get a better deal in those big bags and stuff, but it's something that I've seen advertised very recently from the Woolworths, so I wanted to put the price out there. I've not tasted them. I don't know what they're like. For me, I'm going to go with the ones at Costco just because it's a better deal for the 1.5, but let me know in the comments if you tried them and if they're any good. Like, we really like the ones from, not the Simply brand anymore. They're terrible. We used to buy a similar looking one from Coles and it was cheap and it was good, but the new ones we don't like. But we like the 4-pack of schnitzels from Coles. So let me know how that 12-pack is if you've actually had it. Oh, I think I need the aircon on now. Oh, it's feeling a bit warm with the sun. All right, let's go home and go through these other areas and see what I've got so I can start making a plan for my big shop coming up at the end of next week. All right, this cupboard. I had stuff in this box and also stuff in this box. and then stuff in, obviously, this smaller box, which this box actually contained more sort of heavy stuff, and I think that's what I'm going to sort out. I'm going to do heavy stuff into this, so things like soup tins, beetroot tin, like all the tins, rice, stuff that's heavy will go in this one, because this one will fit down here and that can be on the bottom, and then I'll have the second one on top with all the lighter stuff like the biscuits and what else have we got in here? Muesli bars and chips and stuff like that. I still have a lot of this, but some of this stuff has to actually move, like I have to rotate it through into the actual pantry out in the kitchen. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move stuff out into the pantry, into the kitchen, and then see what I've got left over here and then sort things out from there. Alright, we've made progress. This big tub, like I said, has got the heavy stuff in it, so I kind of made it that this would be kind of more main meal stuff. Plus, I did put in just these like cake mixes, or well, I think that's a pudding, what's that, muffin mix, those in there because they're quite heavy. But otherwise it's like just tins of stuff, like soup tins mostly, some spaghetti, pineapple, beetroot. I do have some jars of stuff here as well. What's left over with pasta and noodles, rice, honey, what have I got? Pasta sauce there. So that's pretty much all I've got left with that stuff. But up here in the actual pantry, I've still got tons of stuff. So that stuff won't get touched, it's just still going to be there in my stockpile. This will be the stuff I'll be working with over the next 4 to 6 weeks. I say 6 because by the time I end up doing the next shop, it kind of goes into the 5th week, and yeah, that's kind of how it does it. But I could easily just, yeah, easily live off what I've got for the next couple of weeks, if not month, honestly, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I've still got all this. I've still got seasoning stuff. I've got, what's this? Oh, just main meal bases, you know, that I like to do. Chow mein, what's that, deviled sauce, oh no, apricot chicken, that type of thing. I did refill some noodles and stuff out here from that storage, as well as brought out another pasta bag. I might need to get just a couple more bags of pasta because we do go through a lot of that sort of stuff. But my rice is fine. Yeah, it's all pretty good. Now snacks, I did refill all the snack tub things. Now this would last us 2 weeks easily, because there's rules with this. The kids can't just eat it all day. Like this, they're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to take out 5 bags of chips for the day. So the rule is just 1 a day, basically. So they could have 1 of those, maybe 1 of those, 1 of those, that type of thing. I still have stuff up here too, like cereals, more backup, dry type of biscuits, rice, cakes. That bag there is actually full of the stuff I keep that bag there is actually full of stuff I keep aside for making school lunch boxes. If you don't know, I'll just quickly show you. People know not to go in this. I used to have a tub, but then I needed the tub for stuff, so I need to get a new tub. But it's just got, might have some chips, popcorn, more of these little, I did like these little snack containers. I did a video on these. Go and have a look at it. You can see what I kind of made up. I made some up for the freezer, so it's a good video to have a look at that. We've still got some of those left because I just forget to pull them out. So I'm thinking of a new way of doing those. But we need to go through the stuff we've got in the freezer first. But I also did just little packets up for the actual pantry, for specifically not just to sit in here, but actually for school lunches. So I've got these. There's muesli bars in here as well, but I just keep this kind of stuff. I have enough out for a couple of weeks, and I put it in a bag or a tub like this so people know not to go into it, so I never run out of stuff for school lunches. I don't have to think, oh, I've got to go run to the supermarket and buy more stuff, more muesli bars or something, because they've all been eaten. I don't put all the stuff out so people don't look at it and go, oh, there's heaps, I'll just keep eating it. Like, I don't do that. Everyone has plenty of stuff to eat, and obviously they don't just live off chips and that. We have fruit, we have yogurt, we have cheese, we have cabana stuff. We do like fruit platters and stuff up that have, you know, dips and things like that on them. So there's plenty of other things that everyone can eat. So this is really just for easy, convenient stuff for the school lunch boxes. And in the school lunch boxes, they have like those snack containers that I made up. Oh my gosh, Isabella's singing so loud. They have like cheese and bickies. Joseph will have cheese cabana and bickies. There's yogurts they'll take to school. Well, Joseph won't, but Isabella does. What else have we got? Oh, fruit. They have to have fruit always. Like they have like fruit and veg type in the morning. Even Joseph, like that, I don't think they specifically really do it in class anymore, but I always send him to school with fruit and like apple or banana or something, and he always eats it. So whether he eats it there or he eats it as soon as he comes home, he always eats that. My kids like fruit and stuff, so it's easy for me to give them that. I know that's not for everyone. I know not everyone's kids will just eat that kind of stuff, but I'm just lucky that they do. So I kind of try to balance it out, but that kind of stuff I put in that tub because otherwise, even leaving it out, like if Johnny was here and not at work or whatever, then he'll probably eat it, and then I won't have stuff, you know what I mean? So I never want to leave myself short. That's a big tip I've got on saving money, because you can get so much stuff on special and half price and things, but it's no good if you put it all out and it's gone in a week. Like, you need to buy in bulk. That's a smart thing to do, especially when it's half price, but hide it and just put out what you need for the week. I really need to get back on the bandwagon with my eating, because I've been awful over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Honestly, with school holidays, it was a mess. But I've still got protein, low carb bars there for me. These are for me. I like those. The nut bars. Johnny will have these too when he's here. Little almonds and stuff like that. That's for me. This was Johnny's, but he's left it here, so I'll probably have that. So this kind of stuff I've not been going through because I haven't been eating a lot of it. But I definitely need to get back on my better eating. I honestly have been feeling shit. So bad in the last 2 weeks, especially from when we went away, because I didn't take much of that stuff with us, and we're away, so I was just eating whatever we wanted and all that, and I feel awful. Like, I've woken up this morning because I didn't eat well last night after we had dinner and stuff. I was on the couch and I was like, oh, I'm by myself finally. I was, relaxed. We'd been away, we'd just come back, and I was like just having snacks and stuff, and I've woken up feeling so terrible today, honestly. So I'm just trying to get, like, I don't feel well. My stomach hurts. Like, I just feel shit, honestly, and tired and just awful. So this week is me getting back onto proper start to the day with my eggs and stuff and all that for breakfast, and then just watching the kilojoules that I'm having, and just focusing on protein and stuff like that, and just getting back to how I was, because I've definitely not put on all the weight back on that I lost. I lost probably 3 kilos, maybe 4, and then I just kind of went stagnant because I was like, oh, I've lost it, and then I just didn't really stick to everything again. But I need to get back onto that because I do need to still lose some weight. So I am going to get back on that and start just eating better to try to do that, because otherwise I don't want to put it all back on. Like, oh, it's like I just felt so much better, especially in my stomach. So I've learnt my lesson, honestly, and I just need to feed myself better again. So that is my goal this week. Alright, this tub has all the lighter snacky sort of stuff. So we've still got some of the chips, popcorn, these left. That's all I've got left of those, actually, so I definitely want to get them from Costco. I still have dry bickies and stuff. I definitely don't need to buy any more of that stuff because I've got tons. Rice cakes, I've still got some pretzels. Muesli bars, this is all I've got left apart from what's in the pantry, so I'll definitely have to get more of those. Like I said, Johnny and I haven't really been eating these, just the kids, so they've actually lasted however many boxes I purchased in that massive shop. That I've just put 2 in the pantry and 2 here, so they've lasted really well. Here is some of my protein sort of low carb bars, and the nuts ones that Johnny will have too, but I've still got these left over, and I did buy a lot because they were on special, so you got to get them on special because otherwise they're just ridiculously priced, honestly. I've still got more packets of almonds. I will tell you that I buy them, just in case you haven't seen that grocery shop, I do buy them in these small packets because it's actually cheaper. It's cheaper per like 100 grams or a kilo, whatever it is that was measured by. It's cheaper to buy it like this than in the big bag, which is so surprising. What else have I got in here? Oh, there's just the yogurt covered sultanas. Some pancake mix stuff. Yeah, so there is a box of chips under there, like the Aldi ones, so that's good. And then I have all these to put in too, so these are great. I've still got these boxes because they were on special. I did get more in a top-up shop because they were so much cheaper, so I got them. More of our cereal. Obviously, I buy this anytime it's down to $3. I make sure I buy it because it's our favourite cereal, and otherwise it's $6 a box. Some shapes, and I think some pretzels there too. So I've still got plenty of this stuff. Right, let's go out into the freezers. Like I said, they're very full still. Everything's really good with them. Oh, it's hot in here now because I've got the dryer on. Actually, I might leave that open. But I just want to see, there are certain meats I want to get at Costco because like the mince, for example, I need to get that because I want that here just on hand. So I don't know when I'll go to Costco next, so I want to get it while I can. I do have freezer sandwiches left because the kids didn't go to school during the week, we weren't home, so we didn't really use them. So they'll be good for this week still. I've got some sausages. I've still got some mince, which this type of mince will be used for some other things that I'm doing. Whereas the Costco mince that we use for spaghetti bolognese. Oh, these were Johnny's, but he left them here. So I've got some burgers. Oh, I don't know about these burgers. We're probably going to have to use them, but I want to buy these smash burgers. If you watch the vacation grocery haul, like when we were away, I did like a little grocery haul. If you saw the smash burgers that we got, they were so good. They were like the good old classic ones that Woolworths used to sell. So we'll be buying them from now on. These we weren't a fan of, so I don't even know if we'll really eat them, to be honest. But yeah, still stacks some meat in there for me to cook with. They were sausages. And then, oh yeah, I've still got some chicken and stuff. Still got some schnitzels. Yeah, so I really don't need meat. I've got plenty. And then underneath, I know there's stacks of veggies left, so I don't need any of that either. Except for if I am going to do like a stir fry, I just need my stir fry veggies, which I might need to buy because I don't think I've got any of those. That's the bread I just bought today. Still got pizza bases. All my veggie prep for cooking, which is super. Oh, I've only got 3 bags of those. I'll probably at Costco get the big carrot bag so I can make up more bags of this stuff. What's that? Apricot chicken. Is that apricot? Oh, 2 apricot chicken. Great. I'll just combine all that and do a big lot, I think, of that. A big cook up. And then I do have creamy chicken and bacon, oh, this stuff. So I'm portioning out stuff now instead of like for the 4 of us as a family or 3 of us. If Isabel's not going to eat meat, she'll have something else with veggies or salad. But I'm now doing it single serves because it just means I can pull it out, Johnny can pull it out for while we're working, while we're at home, or if it's just Johnny and I, and Joseph will have something else with veggies or whatever, like, and same with Isabella. So it's just better for us to do this and less wastage. So I'm actually doing it like that. So I've only got 1 lot of stuff. I need to do a cook up. Spaghetti bolognese or meatballs. I did a whole lot of frozen bulk meatballs. That was enough. They're quite big, these ones, the meatballs, but that was enough to, like, I'm thinking we will use that on one night to do meatball subs or whatever people are doing right now. I thought we'd try that with Joseph and see if he likes it. But spaghetti bolognese, yeah, I've done it as individual people again. So I've got a little bit there. I definitely did have the plan when I did that shop to do like a big cook up and stuff, and I just haven't had time, honestly. I've just been busy with work stuff and that. So what I've been doing is when I've cooked something like that chicken stuff, when I've made that, I've made extra on that night and then I just freeze it. And that's a great way of doing bulk food prep if you don't have time to set aside like a whole day or whatever, you know, for cooking. So I do that quite often. But yeah, this freezer has just lots of veggies and stuff in it, and then it's kind of our party food Friday, which now ends up being on a Saturday. We call it Simple Saturday. Party pies and sausage rolls and fish and stuff like that we have in this freezer right now. So, oh, I do have bagels, some Aldi ones. I might pull these out because they'll be good for breakfast this week, especially for Isabella for breakfast, because she doesn't like toast. She likes some cereal, but not really. Like, she's more of a will have fruit and yogurt type girl, you know, in the morning, or banana bread or the bagels or something like that. She has got onto Nutella. So we're doing Nutella, like a Nutella sandwich. Instead of toast, we'll do a sandwich if Joseph's having toast. So yeah, we kind of do that. But bagels I might consider getting from Costco as well this time around, because it would be nice to have more of that here. What's this? Let's just finish. Have more of that here at the house. This fridge, what have I got left? Not much. This milk I got today. I still have a juice. I still got a margarine, so that's good. Cheese. Oh my gosh. How many of these did I buy? 4? I think 4, 1 a week. If we hadn't have gone away during the week, this would be gone. Like, it wasn't gonna last. I probably need 5 for 4 weeks, because it just, yeah, we go through it so much, so quickly. I'll just quickly show you this because I checked the tea, coffee and sugar and I've refilled them. So I've put them all into the new little containers there. This is what they were in, which were nice, but they were so big, so too big for that shelf. And the lids didn't seal properly on them, so, you know, it wasn't great. I've put my second shelf up. You can see there, it just hooks up into the top there. And so I already had this one, obviously, but I put this one up because I want to put coffee cups up here, but just like my white ones and my other pink one of that, I think, just so it looks nice. So it's really just for more storage for me, because now I have room just to have a few more of the special coffee cups, and this is where all our refill stuff is for tea and coffee and that. So it's just, I don't have a lot of storage. Honestly though, this kitchen looks nice. It's white and bright and I like it and it feels good and everything, but there's just no storage. Like, I can't even fit the pots and pans here in the kitchen. Like, there's just nowhere to put them, because I used to put them at the bottom of the pantry there, but then I needed the space for like waters and drinks and lunch boxes and stuff like that. So I put them in the linen closet, and I don't have linen in there because I have minimal linen. So extra towels are in the bathrooms. There might be one extra sheet set and doona set for each bed, and they're already in the wardrobes of the people's bedrooms, and that's about it. So yeah, there's just not enough room in here. So finding storage solutions like those little shelves are great. I really love that. But I'm going to, well, I'll tell you about what I'm thinking in my head about the groceries. But now I'm actually going to, while I'm doing that, start doing dinner stuff, because it's getting to that time. I'm just going to cut up my veggies that I got in my grocery shop today and put them in here. I have always, like for years and years and years, been saying to people here on the channel to, like, we always have garden salad in the fridge. Like, we used to do it in a big bowl, and the best thing to do is like a glass or a porcelain bowl, not plastic, because then it'll last longer. But then I shifted actually to doing separate glass containers. Years and years ago I did this, and they're great. They're the Kmart ones and stuff, but what's a pain is pulling them out of the fridge every day for like at lunchtime or at dinner time and stuff, and then having to put them back and stuff. So I had found this at Kmart, and then Rachel actually started using it for the exact same thing, like doing cucumber in one, carrot in one, blah blah blah. And I said to her, is it working? Because this is plastic. So I didn't think it was going to be very good. I did test it. I thought it worked pretty well. Like, honestly, I think because they're in these separate little things, they've got the holes in the bottom, so it's kind of ventilated and stuff. It works really well. So I've shifted to doing this, and so far it's working okay. The lid did bend a little bit in the dishwasher. You can see it's a bit warpy, but it still shuts. Well, it did before. Hopefully it still shuts now when I use it. I'll give it another go. Oh no, it still shuts and it's pretty sealed up. So it's just really easy now at lunchtime and dinner time just to pull this whole thing out. Sit this on the table for the kids to just pick what salads they want and stuff. Great for taco night. That's amazing. But yeah, I like using it. It's been really good. So I need to cut some more of that up for dinner tonight. But when it comes to the groceries, so my thoughts are, as far as meat goes, I want to get the Costco mince. That's a must for me. I did want to get a roast from there, so I might still do that. And then, because the other meats I've got in the freezer, I'll be doing some freezer meal stuff, so I can have some of them during the week sometimes, instead of, you know, quick go-tos for nights where I'm working, and I can just heat that up and put rice on, or some veggies, or whatever I need with it, you know what I mean? So it's quick and easy to do. But I'd still like a roast night somewhere in there, I think, whether that's me buying a roast chicken or me cooking a roast. So I'm thinking I might get, what was it, the top side roast. I think it was in that Costco shop with me that I just did. I think I'm going to get that. That for us would last like over a couple of nights, so I could easily split that over 2 weeks, or get that roast and cut it in half and just have one for 1 week, one for the other. As far as meat stuff goes, I will be buying some stuff that's easy, put on a plate with veg sort of thing. So like meat and veg type thing. So not necessarily like casserole stuff and all that kind of stuff, but more like chops and veggies, or barbecue chops and salad, you know, Kievs and salad, the chicken parcels that we like and salad, or veggies, you know, something like that. So those types of meats I might still get, I think, because it just works in with the usual meal planning that I do, which I'll talk about down the track, because I do it a little bit differently now, and it's something I'm going to share with you guys in this course that I'm going to release and stuff. So I'll still talk about it on the channel, bits and pieces, but I'll be getting in depth in the course so I can actually teach people the method, and you can just get dinner on the table so quick for the week, guys. Like, seriously, so quick. I have been like, you know how my time's been, and I just want more time back for myself and to do things and stuff. So it's proven to be an amazing sort of way of doing stuff now, so I've been doing that. Snacks, I'll probably buy veggie straws from Costco. I don't know, maybe cookies from there, but I've still got a lot of stuff, so I'll just kind of keep on top of that for a bit. Yeah, I don't know what else. I will go through things. I'm going to go through that video that I did. That's why I do the videos, is so you guys also, but for me too, I can go back on those videos, because you can't look at a Costco catalog. So it's easier to just go through and like on a shop with me, I'll film stuff that I'm interested in, so I'll go back through and decide what I'm going to get. Fruit and veg, I'll be getting from there, because I like getting the apples from there. It's a great deal. They lasted a really long time. The carrots from there are great, like just stuff like that in bulk. But yeah, so Costco, I'll have a plan, definitely, and then obviously I'll be going to the other shops for the fillers. So I'm getting organized. This week's going to be a big week for me as far as groceries go, because I need to do all this and get things organized. So yeah, you guys will see that. So if you're new, please subscribe if you want to see my big grocery shop that's coming up, obviously, and just continue to see videos like this and ways of saving time in the kitchen and money sometimes, depending on what I'm doing as well, of course. But otherwise, I think I'm going to end it there today, guys. I've got to do dinner, get school uniforms out, and get organized for school in the morning, and think about work again, basically. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.
I regret the things that we'll do, 'cause I